Welcome to our Neuronasium, infusing physical fitness and academics to create an innovative break from traditional classroom learning. This approach has been proven to increase cognitive function and provide a tool to help children learn and focus more efficiently. This allows teachers to teach various subjects through physical activity. We'll use a kinesthetic approach to anchor these academic concepts. So we're going to start this video by just showing you some of the stations. Inside, we're going to be using the muscle machines, core central, and cardio corner. We don't use the resistance ropes on Neuronasium days because that's outside and we have other lessons happening outside. Although we will have jump ropes available for those students that need to go outside for a bit and exercise during Neuronasium. So we're coming on in, and the first stations you will see are the muscle machines. Each muscle machine is paired with a Bosu ball, as you can see, and on each Bosu ball you have a flashcard currently with a question on it, which we'll show you more on how that will be used once we have some students in our Neuronasium. If you forget which station you're at, also conveniently labeled, we have muscle machines up here. So that is our first station. Muscle machines can accommodate 10 students, one on the ball, one on the machine. I'm going to stick to the upper body machines over here. Then we have core central. We have the ab bench paired with a Bosu ball, the pink Bosu ball, to differentiate from the muscle machines. The back extension Bosu ball, the perfect push-up and Bosu ball. This station does not have a Bosu ball, these student mats, because both students can work out at the same time. They're paired up with core spots, telling the students exactly what exercise to do, and also flashcards that they will be able to read as they exercise. The third and final station over here is cardio corner. You have elliptical machines and these air bikes here, and they are all pointing towards this smart TV, which maybe we can get set up right here. Power button on. There we go. Powered on, and we are going to link up the computer. There's a convenient little cord here off to the side. All you have to do is plug it into an iPad. Get that plugged in. There we go. And it takes a moment to load, and it'll appear on the screen. Now at this station, we have Mr. Gilgan in there. At this station you can show videos. I have one uploaded to my YouTube account. 45. Why kids should eat healthy and exercise. So while they're exercising at this station, they'll be able to learn concepts on our television.
You're going to do your best at school. You're going to be able to concentrate and not fall asleep doing your homework. Your body's going to grow up to be tall and strong. It's going to keep your bones and muscles strong.
Good advice. Okay, one other station we missed at the Core Central, so if we have more than 8 students at Core Central, you can use the Power Tower. We also have a Bosu ball with a flashcard, and we'll show how these stations are used again in the next segment.
How many repetitions must you complete before pushing a button? 15.
Correct, 15 repetitions before you can push another button in.
How many buttons should you press to make it harder?
One button at a time to make it harder. Let's say that is too easy for her, so she's going to take her hands completely off of it. We're going to push one button in. Maybe that was too easy after she did 15. She can push another button, and then she can put her hands back on and continue. Alright, here we have the bicep curl. He's doing lunges on the Bosu ball.
Muscle strength and endurance.
Very nice. He knows the components of fitness. This one's a little more challenging, so you probably want to start with only one or... Wow, he has 2 buttons pushed in already, so that's very strong. Alright, next one is the chest press.
How many seconds?
Should you push out?
1 second in, 2 seconds out.
Yeah, 1 second out and then 2 seconds back in. So you go back very slowly. Very nice. Perfect. Yeah, you got to be able to do 15. If you can't do 15, let's say that was too difficult, he's going to take his hands completely off. He's going to pull out the button 4. Now he is at level 3 because 1, 2, and 3 are pressed in. All the rest are pulled out. Very nice. Again, this is the muscle machine station. Let's see if we can rotate. This is the first time we're doing it. Let's all rotate one over to the left. So you can see this partner who is reading the card is now going to the machine. The partner that was on the machine is now coming to the BOSU ball. The person who had the card previously has handed it to the next student, and now they are on the next station. So we're going to spend about a minute at each station, and then rotate to the next station, and we'll switch who's working out and who's on the BOSU ball.
Okay, I got it.
Yeah, so that one's a little difficult. You may want to stand on that seat to pull it down. That's right, and you want to keep your back straight here, and you want to pull it back for 1 second, and then bring it back forward for 2. Because people like to let go of it quickly, so you want to bring it back even slower. That might be a little difficult, so how do we make it easier? Show me on the machine right here.
Then we put it.
Perfect, you pulled that one out, now you're on level 2. And we have somebody lunging on the ball and kind of jumping on the ball, stepping on the ball. Excellent. Alright, here we have Core Central. We have the ab bench matched up with a BOSU ball. And we have asked on this card, it says, can I see the card? It says, what component of fitness are you developing at Cardio Corner? And the answer would be aerobic capacity or cardio, but also muscle strength. And that's not this station, but that gets them prepared for the next station. Thank you. Here we have back extension. You can see her foot on the foot pads there, hands behind her head. She asked what's one of the rules at Core Central Station. What's the answer? She can't come up with it. Do you know the answer? Yeah, you should stay at your station and move safely. Here we have the perfect push-up. Wow, he's been doing a lot of those. Now, since he's down low, we put the cards near where his eyesight would be, where he can read it. Right there. Name two main parts of your form that you need to focus on to perform a perfect push-up. The answer is straight back and 90-degree elbow. Where should your hands and eyes be on the perfect push-up mat? It says head directly above the green or the red, and then hands on the green or the red markings. Very nice. And that partner, since he doesn't have the card, he's just going to be doing lunges or step-ups. The next station over here, they're getting their ab workout. It is Core Central. They don't have a BOSU ball because there's space for both of them to exercise. We're going to have 2 core spots on the board. If they get tired, they can sit up and they can read the card. There is an assessment at the end where they have to write down some facts or something that they learned from each station. So they're tired, so they're going to read the card. Very nice.
What's one rule while using an elliptical machine in Cardio Corner?
So she's learning the rules for the elliptical, and she's learning the other rules at Cardio Corner. Now, if you have more than 8 students, we can use the power tower. Khalil, why don't you step over here? We can step up there on the power tower here. See if he remembers how to do this. He grabs the grips, he steps up on the pads, holds himself up, and try to raise your knees in the air. Can you do that? Very nice. And the partner could, again, step on the BOSU ball and read facts as their partner works out. Impressive. Very nice. Here we are at Cardio Corner. Some of the rules at Cardio Corner, the air bike safety rules, which are posted in front and along the side of each bike. Always keep your feet in the foot straps on the pedals, or the foot peg is an option, until the bike stops moving. So make sure the bike has stopped moving before you take your feet out of the foot straps or off of the pedals. Very important. Do not put your hair or head near the fan wheels. These are air bikes, so they work as fans, just like any other fan. You wouldn't want to put your hair or head near it. Stand away from the bikes while they're in use. There's going to be 3 groups in here. People need to stay at their stations and stand away from the bikes. So, here's an example of a video that we can play. Again, remember, you just plug it in, power on, and
not fall asleep doing your homework. Your body's going to grow up to be
so there'll be an assessment at the end of a Neuronasium day, at least in physical education class, that'll ask questions, see which answers they have from the other stations. So here we go, the bikes. We have 2, 4, 6 bikes, and 2 ellipticals in the back. Very nice. You can see he has his feet in the foot straps there. On each bike, they can keep track of their fitness as well. It says time, distance, calorie, watts, speed, RPMs, and total time. And when it's time, so they're going to stay at this station. See, she has her feet on the foot pegs. Maybe the pedals were a little far away. Let's say it was time to rotate. They would rotate from the cardio corner over to muscle machines. Let's try it. Okay, cardio corner's done. Let's step off carefully. Watch them stop. The bike comes to a complete stop. Then he takes his feet off once it's completely stopped. Now they would rotate to the muscle machine. So go ahead and walk over to the muscle machine with the same partner that they had previous. Pick a machine. Just as an example, so the muscle machines would rotate to the core central to the cardio corner again over to the muscle machines. Just for another rotation, let's show them how we would rotate. Let's say this station was done, let's rotate to core central. They would put their flashcards back down in the Bosu ball, and they're rotating to core central. Very nice. Going back to the stations that they worked on before. There we go. So you'll rotate through these 3 stations, about 5-6 minutes each, and then head on out and hopefully have some assessments to test their knowledge. Here's an example of a Neuronasium workout assessment that we will be using in our PE classes. It reminds the students of how the Neuronasium works, that they'll be assigned a partner at each station. While they step up on the Bosu ball, they'll also read a flashcard to their partner while they work out, and the partner on the fitness equipment answers the question. They'll spend about a minute at each piece of equipment and then rotate to the next piece of equipment with a new flashcard, and the partner alternates who's on the equipment and who is on the Bosu ball. They'll complete 3 stations and then fill out this assessment. They'll write down one thing that they learned at each station, and each day that they have at least 2 answers will equal a fusion point, which is how we do assessments at the end of each semester for PE. There are no flashcards answers at the resistance rope station. So we're going to be using resistance ropes in our PE classes, but not in our Wednesday Neuronasium classes. So here's an example. Write down their partner's name, an answer that they learned from the muscle machine, something that they learned from core central, and also possibly something at cardio corner. I have them note where they finished so we can get them with the same groups in case we don't get to all 4 stations. That for a couple days that we work out in here. Final assessment, final reflection. I also have, that I will share with everybody, exercises, instructions, and rules. So it reminds them how to use the buttons. From left, press all buttons through desired resistance. Never change the resistance while the machine is in use. So while you're using it, you don't want to try to adjust it. You want to take your hands or feet off. Start with level 3, 15 repetitions. If it's too easy, you can add 1 at a time. You push or pull or raise for 1 second, then bring back or lower for 2 seconds. Each machine is explained. We will not be using the leg curl and leg extension on Neuronasium days, just the chest press, bicep curl, shoulder, lat, and seated row. Core central, everything explained, as well as the cardio corner safety rules and air bike instructions and the elliptical instructions and rules. So that might be good to go over before they come in for their first Neuronasium day.